Story time about how I caught my ex cheating on me. And backstory, y'all. Sorry for our attire. We're leaving a professional event right now. And just some details so y'all not confused. We're going to call my ex, we're going to call him Jaden. And then the girl that I found, we're going to call her Jazz. So I didn't know Jazz, but we had a lot of mutual friends. And so I had just seen her like a couple weeks prior to this at a track meet. And she came up to me and was like, do you still talk to that one dark-skinned dude? Literally, that's what she said. I'm like, my boyfriend? Yes. And then that really made this whole situation more weird because that means she was already plotting knowing that was my boyfriend. So, boom. It's 2 a.m. We 2 cars deep. I can't remember where we was coming from because this was like some years ago. But in the first car, it's me and all my cousins. And in the second car, it's some boys who we friends with. And it's Stud. Keep that in mind. Mind y'all, this is back when they was doing like the free gas methods. So we was getting filled up. Our tank was getting filled up for free. And theirs was too. But to do the gas method, you needed Apple Pay. None of us had Apple Pay, and so I had to call the only person who I knew had Apple Pay, which was my boyfriend at the time. So I called Jaden, and he's not answering the phone, but it's 2 a.m, so I'm not thinking nothing of it. But I know he awake because he was never the type to like go to sleep early. And me and his sister are friends, so I called his sister. I'm like, hey girl, can you go tell Jaden like pick up the phone, like I need him to do something for him real quick? She like, okay, yeah, cool, hang up, fine. She called me back, and she's like, Makaya. I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm like, yes, girl, like, what's up? What's wrong? Did you tell him what I said? Mind y'all, his room is in the basement of the house. She's like, why did I just walk in Jaden's room and I see him laid up on the couch with Jazz? Huh? What? So I'm just like, I'm thinking like, I don't even know. I'm like, y'all, why did such sister just say like Jazz is at Jaden's house? Her ass gonna look back at me and say, Makai, be quiet, stop playing. Like, why would I lie about that? So I say it again, and they like, swear. I'm like, yes. Mind y'all, when I say it, the boys that's in the car next to us, look, because Jazz is the Stud girlfriend. And my cousin's god sister. So this ain't no stranger. This tea for all of us. So we all like, what? The girlfriend pissed. I'm not even knowing what to think of. I'm just like, we got to pull up to his house. Baby, his house 10 minutes away. We'll be right there. I tell his sister on the phone, I'm like, I'm finna pull up. She like, no, don't come. Too late. So.
Is it too late?
So, y'all, we pull up to his house. 2 cars deep, mind you. And this is in a good, like, reserved neighborhood. So, we got to park down the street. And his parents and my parents are cool. So, I didn't want to be bringing all these boys who they don't know up in their house, and we already not supposed to be there anyway. It's like 2:30 in the morning by this time, so we creeping down the street. He got a whole pit bull. It's barking. We trying to get over the gate. We ain't never snuck in nobody. Like, we don't do this. So we struggling for like struggling to get through the gate. We get through the gate, cool. Mind you, remember his room is in the basement. It's a window in the backyard that go to his room. So we start knocking on the window. He don't know we pulling up. Literally. We knocking. He's not answering, but he hear us because we can hear him on the phone right next to the window. He open it. He's on the phone with his best friend because he knew we was outside. He like this. He opened the window. I'm finna show y'all. And stops with the phone right here.
I am back from Fiji, and you obviously did not see me on your TV screens this season, so let's talk about what went wrong and why I was not a bombshell. If you didn't know, a ton of bombshells actually get flown out to Fiji every single season, but obviously all of them don't get used, so let's talk about why they didn't pick me. I do have to be careful on what I can and can't say. My contracts with Peacock, but what I can say is that I was actually supposed to go out the same night that Andrena and TJ went out, but they ended up doing something a little bit different, and they showed the Islanders photos of the different bombshell options, and they were like, who would you be comfortable with entering the villa? And this is just based off of what the producers have told me, but apparently they showed my headshot to the girls, and I guess there was just an absolute uproar, and they were like, that girl cannot come in the villa. She will steal all of our men. She just looks like she's gonna cause way too much drama, and I guess the producers listened. I'm like putting my bathing suit on, about to enter the villa, and the producers come to me and they're like, hey, there's a bit of a problem. And I'm like, okay, what is it? They look me in the eyes and they were like, there's no way to sugarcoat this, but the girls are actually threatened by your beauty, specifically Iris. And I was like, oh my God, like I completely understand, but that's not a reason to not put me in. Like I feel like I still deserve an equal chance. They were like, well, it's actually not just that. Although we value the girls' opinions, we also do have some concerns. And I was like, okay, what? And they were like, we do love showcasing your guys' beauty, but you are unfortunately just an unrealistic beauty standard for these girls at home watching. Like if the girls in the villa are feeling threatened by your beauty, just imagine the girls at home. And I was like, oh my God, I did not even think about that. Here's the part that upsets me. I honestly am such a girl's girl. I was truly going into the villa just to make friends. I knew going in that I was going to be a hot commodity amongst the guys, and I just did not want that to ruin any of my friendships. So it was just upsetting for me because I've never really let my beauty or my body, you know, get in the way of friendships, but apparently that was a worry, which like I get it, just like the nature of the show. I'm also so excited to meet everyone once they come out of the villa and just remind them that one woman's beauty is not the absence of their own. I feel like they just needed that reminder, and I'm just really glad that I didn't come on and, you know, kind of take a shot at their self-confidence. They're already in such a vulnerable spot, and I would just never want to, you know, add on top of that. I seriously am so excited for the finale, and it's honestly for the best that I wasn't there, because I do think that I would have inevitably won, and I just honestly don't really have room for extra money. As you guys know, the winners win $100,000, and I seriously am just like overwhelmed with the amount that I've been making recently, so it's for the best. I just like need to figure out what to do with the money that I do have and not focus on like making more. So seriously, like everything does happen for a reason. That is the story time. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll see what I can and can't answer. I hope this didn't leave you guys with more questions, but I think it's pretty much all I can say right now. I'm loving this season, and I think that me not being on was honestly probably for the best.
Last year was my first and last time ever going to the movie theater alone. I went to watch Wolverine and Deadpool. And look, I'm all for people going to the movie theaters by themselves. Good for you, queen. Period, queen. It's just, what happened? Listen to this. I'm sitting down with my arm on the armrest. Mind you, the theater is packed, okay? You could only reserve solo seats. Individuals. There was no, like, I couldn't even buy a seat for my boy if I wanted to bring my friend. I got a couple to the right of me, and I got 2 empty seats to the left of me that are reserved. And they're not here yet, so, you know, this armrest is mine. A few minutes go by, and 2 girls walk past me and sit down right next to me. Those are the girls who reserved the seats. Another few minutes go by, and the girl who's next to me props her arm on the armrest too. We're like almost touching arms. Like my arm hair is tickling her arm. Another few minutes go by. Now she moved her arm to my arm. Now she's pushing my arm. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm not moving my arm. I was here first. Who the hell is this bitch? And I'll be so in my own head sometimes. I'm asking myself, maybe she doesn't even, Kevin, it's not a big deal. Maybe she doesn't even know that you're there. Maybe she didn't see you when she walked in. Maybe she doesn't even feel your arm. Maybe she has numbness. She has bad circulation. I have no. Another few minutes go by. I see a flash happen on my left side. I'm like, okay, I don't know what that was, but let's continue watching. I feel a tap on my shoulder. The girl next to me shows me her phone. The girl that was further away takes a picture of me and this girl and captions it, goals, with a heart emoji. Now, chat, listen to me. I was born at night, but not last night. Shout out Stefan Marbear. I don't know how old these people are. I'm not here to make buddy. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to watch the damn movie. So I look at her phone. I'm like, silence. Silencio, Bruno. Another few minutes goes by. I get another tap on my shoulder. Same girl. She pulls up the notes app on her iPhone, shows it to me. She asks me, Instagram, question mark? This is when I ask the age-old question. How old are you? She looks me dead in my eyes, dead in my blue-gray eye. I'm 13, but nobody needs to know. What? What the fuck? So off rip, I hear this, and I'm like, oh, hell no. And I go back to the, like, I'm like leaning furthest away from this person. Taps me again. Goes, okay, listen, you don't have to follow me, but can I have your Instagram account? This was a mistake. I was put under pressure, okay? I didn't know what to do. Quick thinking, I was like, sure, you can follow me. Now, her and her friend have my Instagram, see that I have a following, and start looking down at their account, at my account, looking at me, checking to confirm that's me, going, oh my God. Like, now they're snickering, now they're hype in the movie theater. That's when I'm like, oh shit, I messed up big time rush. Long story short, I felt like I needed to evade the situation. I went down to the ramp of the movie theater. I finished watching the movie. It was like 15 minutes left. on the ramp of the theater. They proceeded to follow me and stand behind me, waited till the credits rolled, and then when I turned around to walk past them swiftly, she tried to walk in front of me in an attempt so I can knock her over like some dominoes or like fall on top of her. But I'm too quick on my feet. I saw she was moving in front of me and I stopped and I walked around her. Move! But here's the best part. She comments on my Instagram post and goes, "Hey Kevin, it's the girl from the movie theater. Can we talk about what happened in the movie theater?" What happened? What is wrong with people? Get away from me. I restricted her account, and now to this day, she still DMs me, "Oh, hey, my parents aren't home, come over." What is wrong with these kids, bro? Well, I wasn't doing that. When I was 13, I wasn't allowed to go to the movie theater by myself. My parents loved me. If you're a child, stop trying to rizz up adults. It's creepy. I've been wanting to tell y'all that story for so long. I had to make a few dollars off of that dumbass kid. Shout out Wolverine and Deadpool, solid movie. Simple Sugar.